What's up, Misfit Nation? Welcome to another episode of the Misfit Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Matt the Misfit, and this is your Monday Night Raw review for February the 13th, 2023. One of the go-home shows for Elimination Chamber that happens this Saturday on Peacock and the WWE Network all over the world. Sorry for being away for a couple of days. I know I promised you guys a Dynamite and SmackDown review last week. Fortunately, I came under the weather, really bad cold, somewhat still dealing with it, but not as bad as it was Wednesday and Friday. It was really bad on Wednesday. I didn't feel like doing any reviews or anything like that. Sore throat went away. That's good. I'm good now. I should be 100% by hopefully Saturday to review Elimination Chamber. But this show was actually really fun. One of the better go-home shows. They were in Brooklyn tonight. There were some things that happened on the show I really liked. That incredible segment between Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn should put everyone's idea of, oh, Cody's going to get booed because of Sami Zayn. Like, that's dead. Clearly, that's not going to happen. The Cody Rhodes hate does not exist. The only people who think it does exist are the people who are not smart at all. We saw an interesting contract signing with Bobby Lashley in Brock Lesnar. We've seen a match change that was supposed to take place. The match between the 6-woman tag match that was originally rumored and I guess scheduled to take place in Montreal is not happening because Dakota Kai, I'm assuming, is still injured, but she still took bumps tonight, so I don't know. That's neither here or there. Asuka murders people tonight, which was great to see. Then when I get to that segment, it's going to be great. But I'll talk about that and much, much more. If you like what you see here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below, follow the social medias. Misfit Podcast TV on Twitter, Misfit Podcast, Misfit Wrestling Podcast, Misfit Wrestling Pod on Instagram. I should get that right all the time. I don't know why I don't. We're also on the other audio outlets: Spotify, Amazon Music, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Audible, Google Podcast, and Pandora. And all those fine audio outlets. We got some other news we're going to talk about before we get to Monday Night Raw. Switchblade Jay White. Talk about a little bit about Switchblade, where he's going to be headed in a couple of weeks, in a month or so. Will he be here? Will he be at WrestleMania? Will he be staying in New Japan? Will he be going to not WWE, NWA, AEW? Of course, Switchblade Jay White this past weekend lost his Loser Leaves Japan match to Hikuleo at the New Beginnings in Osaka. You should also check out that show that had an amazing, incredible match between Okada and Shingo Takagi. Word here's from Fightful Select. Word is that Switchblade Jay White is looking to move back to the United States, but nothing is set in stone as of yet. Even though he lost his Loser Leaves Japan match over the weekend, is the one that we just mentioned here. Fightful Select reported in January that Jay White's contract was set to be up soon, and numerous companies had interest in the former IWGP Heavyweight Champion. WWE felt confident that they could land him, but we were told that that is hardly guaranteed at this point. So they basically scaled down a little bit. Despite speculation, despite online speculation, Jay White would pop up the Royal Rumble. Fightful was told that there was never any discussions, as Jay White's New Japan Pro Wrestling contract deal wasn't up at the time. We're told Fightful was told that the talent in New Japan are of the belief that his contract with the company is up sometime between Battle in the Valley, which is this Saturday, along with the same night as Elimination Chamber, and WrestleMania, with details being few and far between. WWE sources have repeatedly confirmed that they've had a long interest in Jay White, but everything related to him possibly coming into the company has been kept very, very quiet. Sounds very familiar to a certain American Nightmare. We were told, we asked around New Japan, and we're told, obviously they would love to keep him, and they were told. Fightful was also told that he made positive relationships within Impact Wrestling and Elite Wrestling as well. Jay White is scheduled to face AEW star Eddie Kingston at New Japan Pro Wrestling's Battle in the Valley on Saturday night, February 18th. That's the news on Jay White. I think he's coming into WWE, and I love the idea that was thrown around. The idea of Cena beating Austin Theory on night 1 for the United States Championship. Cena comes out the night 2, does an open challenge, and then it's accepted by Jay White. I think Jay White's coming. If Jay White's coming in, he's coming in as Switchblade Jay White. He's going straight to the main roster. This is going to be one of the biggest signings since AJ Styles. That's how. People sleeping on Jay White. I should point out he is a massive deal coming into this company if he's coming in, because over a few years ago he said he didn't like the WWE style. However, the guy who's running the show right now is somebody he would rather trust handling his creative. So I'm excited to see where Jay White goes. I don't think AEW needs him. I think he's better off right now going to WWE. That's just me. And also Jay White versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship just sounds like a lot of fucking fun. But let's get into Monday Night Raw. I got that little news story of Jay White out of the way. We open with Becky Lynch, the man. Becky Lynch comes out. Huge ovation from the Brooklyn crowd. Brooklyn crowd was hot all night. They were more hot than they were a few months ago when WWE was here. I don't know what it was. They had the DX reunion, and the Brooklyn crowd was not all there, if that makes sense. They were hot tonight, though. So because Adam Pearce is in the ring, she says that she defeated Bayley last week in the steel cage match, which is true. She says that over the course of the last week, she realized her path to WrestleMania was unclear, and she's lost her focus on the Raw Women's Championship. She brings that up to Adam Pearce and says and proposes that she fights her way into the Elimination Chamber match tonight. Bayley's music hits. She heads down in the ring. She tells Becky, that if she thinks she's going to get into the chamber, that she's a bigger idiot than all the other fans in the attendance. She says that she didn't finish anything last week because Lita helped her, which is true. And then she's here. Then says she's here to talk to Adam Pearce, basically saying the same thing that Becky said, that she wants to be in the Elimination Chamber. Bianca Belair comes out, and she basically says, "Oh, if you girls want to be in, you get a chance to be in the chamber to fight me at WrestleMania, then you have to go through me first." So, and then Adam Pearce is like, basically, like, that makes sense. You two want to be in the chamber so bad. Triple threat against the champion tonight, and if either one of you win, you're in the chamber. So there it is. It's set up for your main event: Becky Lynch, Bayley, and Bianca Belair. The winner of either, if Becky or Bayley win, they get added to the Women's Elimination Chamber match at Elimination Chamber on Saturday night. So next up, we got first match of the night. Damian Priest. So Damian Priest is in the match. He's teaming with Finn Balor to take on the Street Profits. This is a fun little match. The match starts with the crowd is chanting, "We want mommy." Rhea Ripley is fucking over, guys. Like, she is mega over with the fans right now. I'm telling you right now, when you put those two together, Rhea and Charlotte, in the same ring at WrestleMania, the crowds are going to cheer heavily for Rhea Ripley. They're gonna win. You can't. I'm sorry. People really do not like Charlotte Flair. Anyway, match was fine. Match ends with a coup de grace to Angelo Dawkins from Finn Balor. Judgment Day gets the win. They get a little advantage going into Saturday because Finn Balor is going to be teaming with Rhea to take on Edge and Beth Phoenix. And speaking of which, Judgment Day starts beating down the Street Profits after the match. Edge's music hits. He and Beth runs out of the ring. Edge is beating everyone up alongside the Street Profits. Beth Phoenix is getting ready to take down Dominic Mysterio. Rhea Ripley, who gets a massive pop, comes into the ring. She hits Beth with a riptide chant, crowd's chanting, Rhea, Rhea. And that's how that segment ends. And I'm like, okay, let's go. That's going to be interesting. To me, I still think Rhea and Finn should win on Saturday because Rhea's the one in the championship match at WrestleMania. The other two are not. So just makes sense. Next up, we got contract signing. Bobby Lashley, we've basically found out who the heel is here. Bobby Lashley is 100% the heel. Brock Lesnar is 100% the babyface here. Basically goaded Lesnar to come down to the ring, come down to his where he was at, and lays out Lesnar, signs the contract, and it is official for Saturday. Lesnar and Lashley, which I don't think is actually going to take place. What I mean by that is they'll get out to the ring and they'll just start beating each other up. The match will never start, and it gets thrown out, and then they set up the match again for WrestleMania because that's how I think they're going to do. Next up, we've got Piper Niven versus Mia Yim. I'm so glad Piper Niven is back as Piper Niven. And Piper Niven beat the shit out of Mia Yim. So Bullet Club's not doing. Bullet Club has had a shitty weekend. Okay, like it's just hilarious to me. Bullet Club's not had a very good week so far. First, Tanahashi beats Kenta. The House of Torture does not win loses the 6-man tag titles, and on top of that, Jay White loses the loser leaves Japan match, and then adding on to that, Mia Yim loses the night. Bullet Club's not having a very good week so far. Piper Niven hits her botcher slammed for the win. That's how that happened here. And then we got a video package, recapping a really fun tag team match from SmackDown with the SmackDown tag team titles. The Usos with Jey Uso, who did show up and defeated Braun Strowman and Ricochet. I can't really confirm this, but the news coming out from Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer Radio, he says that both Jimmy and Jey Uso are, in his words, cleared for Saturday. So that means they can both. Jay can apparently have always been allowed to enter the country. It was Jimmy. I'm assuming now that that's all situated, and they can come into the state, into Canada, and hopefully set up the eventual tag match with the Usos, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. Speaking of Sami Zayn, Kathy Kelly is trying to talk to Baron Corbin. They go on and shit. And before even Baron Corbin can answer, Sami Zayn hits the ring in a hoodie. He's been doing that as of late. Sami says he's not here to hold up the show. Just wants to talk to Cody Rhodes before he faces Roman for the Universal Championship at Elimination Chamber. Cody Rhodes' music hits, monster pop, the crowd singing along with his theme song. Cody welcomes Sami to Raw, then asks him what's he want to talk about. Sami says that he and Heyman set the world on fire last week with their segment, which is true. But he says something that he couldn't get out of his mind that Cody said last week. It's that Cody said that was looking more and more likely that it will be Cody Rhodes versus Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. He asked Cody if that was just lip service or he actually believes that he can defeat Roman. He says that Cody says that he actually means it. What he said, he means it. But respectfully, Cody continues, but respectfully, he doesn't think that's what this is really about. He says that what matters is what Sami believes. And he asked Sami that if he really thinks he can beat Reigns, Sami would answer, if I'm being honest, I don't know if I can. I don't know. I've been in the trenches with the Bloodline. I've seen how they think. I've seen how they always find ways. He says Roman is as good as he says as he is, and is operating at a higher level than ever before. He says guys bigger and stronger than him have lost to Roman. Sami continues and says he somehow has to believe he will take down Roman and after 900 days, 900 plus days. Sami says he believes he's capable of beating Roman and becoming Universal Champion, maybe defending WrestleMania, but he doesn't know if he can walk out Montreal as Universal Champion. Crowd is like just exploding, like this is awesome chant during a promo. It's a promo, and this is awesome chants. Cody asks Sami if he's really telling him that he doesn't know if he can beat Roman. Cody then says that it seems like everyone here in this arena and everyone in Montreal knows that you can beat Roman. Says that he's kept his eye on him the whole time. Says that there's this dissension in the bloodline and you're the one who caused it for the first time. Says that the possibility of Sami beating Reigns is because of him. Cody says Roman is only a man and wants Sami to crack him open to find out for himself. He says like he attends the. So at this point, this is where it gets good here. This is like the peak of the fucking promo here. Cody is saying, I won the Royal Rumble match. I heard Michael Cole saying he needs to finish his story. And he says, I intended to finish my own story. But Sami, you need to finish yours. And I'm like, I got goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps now just listening, just thinking about it. Cody then says, Sami, I don't want to see you here next week on Raw because I would rather see you at WrestleMania. And oh my God, I'm so fucking excited for WrestleMania and Saturday. Now, this should put to rest the Sami's going to get overshadowed, or this notion, this narrative of you should hate Cody because it's Sami Zayn, or Sami's going to overshadow Cody, or Cody's sabotage, or any of that stupid gaga garbage that I've heard since the Royal Rumble. I've heard nothing. Actually, even before that, I've heard this shit all week for months and months about it should be Sami. That should be no. It's going to be Cody Rhodes that dethrones Roman Reigns. The Usos is going to be the reason why Sami isn't the Universal Champion, and therefore Sami is going to be more pissed at the Usos than Roman Reigns, because then that's where Kevin Owens is going to come in, and he's going to save his buddy, and it's going to be Cody. No, it's going to be Cody. No, Cody and Roman's going to be the main event for WrestleMania as a whole. But the other match is going to be Sami and KO versus the Usos, and I'm looking forward to it. Oh my God, Triple H's WrestleMania is going to be lit. Talking about being lit is Asuka. Okay, we'll get to Asuka as what she did later, but we have a backstage segment here. After this, Carmella is preparing for a 6-woman tag match. Nikki Cross walks in and Carmella asks where she's been. Cross is just laughing, saying she's been playing hide and seek with her friend, which I'm assuming she's talking about Candice LeRae. She asks where Asuka is. Asuka sneaks up behind her like a badass. Asuka and Cross stare her they had this really cool stare down. It looked really, really cool. Candice LeRae walks in and asks Cross why she's been following her. Cross laughs and then walks away. I still think we're getting that Sanity, Gargano's, or The Way, or whatever you want to call it, match. I'm assuming either before or after WrestleMania. That match is going to happen. Then we got Cody Rhodes beating the ever-living shit out of Baron Corbin. That's how that works. Cody Rhodes did this match in a fucking suit. He did a suicide dive through the ropes in a fucking suit. Cody Rhodes is that dude. He is the guy. I fucking love Cody Rhodes. He beat Baron Corbin very quickly. Then we got Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, and Natalya, not on SmackDown, on Raw, because what is a brand split? Natalya complains about the fact that Becky and Bayley are trying to weasel their way into... Why? What? What do you mean weasel their way? They should have been, thoughts to be putting this... Why are you in this fucking match, Natalya? You were eliminated very quickly in the Royal Rumble. You didn't last very long. But Liv Morgan says that sounds like she's just scared. She probably is. She doesn't give a shit. I don't care about these three. They all come out to no pop except Asuka, who came out to a pop. And Asuka basically, so this is supposed to be a 6-woman tag match. This was supposed to be Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and Natalya versus Asuka, Carmella, and Nikki Cross. This turned up to be Asuka versus the entire field, and Asuka just murdered everyone. Murdered all of her partners, and opponents. And then Asuka locked in a shoulder submission on Liv Morgan and just fucking and won the match. And Asuka should win the fucking Elimination Chamber. That's it. Asuka just murders people, and I love that. That's gonna be. I want that to be the thing for now until WrestleMania. Asuka murdering people left and right, and then murdering Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. So there we go. Alpha Academy is backstage overseeing a hot dog. Chad Gable says that he's rewritten the Alpha Academy handbook. Gable grabs a hot dog from Otis and says it's bad for him. So, the Maximum Male models come in, Massois, and with some weird shit. Maxine Dupree introduces herself as Mace, or Marseille and Mansois, as they call them. And then asks Otis if he's ever modeled, as they are looking for new models in their latest campaign or whatever. Whatever. It was harmless fun. Whatever. And then we have Bronson Reed murdering Mustafa Ali, because I don't know what Mustafa Ali did to Triple H, but he's not very happy about it. But Bronson Reed hits the tsunami for the win. Bronson Reed looking strong going into the Elimination Chamber. Good to see that happen as well. We are backstage next with Edge and Beth Phoenix with Kelly. Kathy asked if they have any comments about the attack by Judgment Day earlier tonight. Edge says that he's tired of fighting with Judgment Day. I'm tired of watching it. He says while they've gotten one up on them tonight, it won't be the same at Elimination Chamber. The Miz is on TV for some reason. Introduces Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins basically talks about not wanting to give Logan Paul the attention because he doesn't deserve it. Calls Miz stupid, and basically curb stomps the Miz and to the ground with a Smurf boot, and then Austin Theory delivers a A-Town down on Seth Rollins, standing tall, which means Austin Theory is not winning on Saturday. Hopefully that doesn't. I hope that's not the case for Asuka on Saturday as well, because Asuka needs to win that fucking chamber match. She's the only one who makes fucking sense. And then we go backstage to Rick Boogs and Elias doing something. I don't care about Rick Boogs and Elias. But in the background, MVP is talking to what the fuck is his name? Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. Rick Boogs beating up Miz again. Hopefully, you don't have to see this again. We're probably going to. Then we got backstage Chelsea Green being an amazing Karen. Adam Pearce basically walks off. He doesn't want to hear about it anymore. Then we got the main event. Bianca Belair defeating Becky Lynch and Bayley with there's a lot of distractions here, but this is a fine little main event here. Becky Lynch gets hit by the TKO onto Bayley, and Bianca pins Bayley for the win. Bianca Belair makes sure that Becky and Bayley do not advance to the Elimination Chamber. So yeah, so Monday Night Raw, like I said, it was a fine episode. I enjoyed it. Went by fast. Asuka mauling everybody was great. Becky Lynch, I love Becky Lynch. Love me some Bayley. That promo between Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn was incredible. But the match will be Cody Rhodes and Roman at WrestleMania, and the other match will be Sami and KO versus the Usos. And Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley were there too. So I'm hoping I'll be very good for Wednesday night Dynamite review. That's my goal, I guess. Predictions for Elimination Chamber to try to get them out on Thursday. If not Friday, who knows? Friday I will be back for hopefully for my SmackDown review. If I don't do a SmackDown review on Friday, I will definitely be ready for Elimination Chamber on Saturday. I don't know if I'm gonna review New Japan's Battle in the Valley. I'll probably mention it on the Elimination Chamber review, but I'll let you guys know. But if you like what you see here, hit the subscribe button, do all that stuff, follow the other audio platforms. You can find just go to your everyday audio listening sites like Spotify, all that stuff. Just type in Misfit Wrestling Podcast. You find it there, right there. Instagram, Misfit Podcast TV. No, not Misfit. That's the Twitter. Misfit Podcast Wrestling Pod on Misfit Wrestling Pod on Instagram is the handle there. Misfit Wrestling Podcast on Facebook. But until then, I've been Matt the Misfit. This has been the Misfit Wrestling Podcast. This has been your Monday Night Raw review for February the 13th. Until then, I will see you guys later. We're out.